Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the replay of the next map here. We did have Blitz Octane coming your way 10 minutes ago, but it did end 10-10 between the two squads. So we are going to be replaying it. Looks like we could definitely be here all night, as Jacko unfortunately does fail to pick up that kill. And Enduro goes down as well, so this is looking already like a strong start for TEC. I'm going to jump up to Jake though for the second, just to see if he's going to be able to pick up anybody. Does put some shots down with his Remington, is going to have to back away from that. And Tony, it's 3-2 in the series, but you know, this was a very close Blitz game that we saw earlier on. Who do you think is going to take this one?
I think Orbit are going to walk away with it. You know, I think they look the stronger team. Although we did have a 10-10 draw, I think they were in control at one point and they just let it go a little bit. So let's see what Realize and Cole can do to try and counteract that. But I think Orbit are going to walk away with this one. I'm currently on board with Realize. Nice shots towards Jacko there. I'm not too sure if we caught it, but I'm on board with Realize at the moment, just doing defensive work. So I am going to switch it up and go on board with somebody else. I'm going to on board with Robs. The shots do go down towards this left-hand side. I'm not going to be able to do much about it. Moment currently trapped behind the truck. Does actually manage to take down Jake, and this may actually free up TEC to push forward as somebody is going to come around behind them. That's going to be Jacko. Does take out Wonder. Realize answering back though. Lewis taking down Robs, and not many captures or even anything remotely looking like a capture at the moment. Oh, Moose has just been turned on something rotten. I don't know if you've just seen that, but
yeah, I did. That was
on board with Enduro. Let's see if Orbit can actually push forward and get a point on the board. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, indeed. So Enduro, the man on your screen. Oh, great kill onto Wonder there. Lovely stuff. Headshot with his MTAR. He's going to meet another player. Moose takes him out though, so switching down the leaderboard to Lewis. He's on a 2 streak at the second. He's going to give away his position by firing shots with that MTAR. That was kind of interesting to see that he did that, but TEC have got the first point on the board. It's 1-0 to them. It's going to be Realize actually, surprise, surprise, who is usually the defensive man using that Remington for the majority of the time, who gets the first capture on the board. So down to Jake. He's going to be defending at the second, not going to meet up with anybody at the moment. So we'll give him a bit of stream love just for a few seconds to see if anybody will be pushing him, although it doesn't look like anything's going to happen too interesting. So back over to Realize now. Let's jump board with him. He goes down, Caster's curse straight away. So then down to Moose. This is just back and forth between these two teams. 2 minutes 47 seconds left on the clock here in the first half of the first replay of Blitz Octane, and TEC didn't have the best start last time we played this map, Tony, but a bit better this time.
Yeah, they're playing a lot more passively, and it seems to be working for them. I think their AR's been a bit more dominant. I think it's going to work out for them as Realize really having a good game up there, 6-3 with the capture to his name. It's currently 1-0 as we do see TEC regain some sort of control, and they are trying to push out. But Orbit still have members in the middle of the map there, which is going to cause some problems. But we'll go with Robs now. Trying to push through. Excuse me, I'm really tired tonight. I'm over with Robs as he does actually manage to evade a lot of the members of Orbit. Does not get anything from it though. Does get taken down. Enduro coming in with a knife kill onto Wonder. I'm on board with Lewis still currently 9-4. Enduro doing work as well, picking up a 2-piece of his own. Moose coming in there with a 2-piece as well. Those are Robs is going to take down that final member of Orbit, but the last one actually is going to be Lewis in the middle of the map, really holding it down for his team. Still only 1-0 to TEC. Could not capitalize on that advantage they did momentarily have. That's going to be 12-4 now from Lewis. He's going to look for the 13th. Does get taken down by Moose. I'm on board with Enduro. Going to have to do some defensive work. This Wonder does push in. Oh, sorry, it was attacking work by Enduro there. Sorry, completely irrelevant of what I was looking at on the map. Enduro did actually jump in there for the point and did take out Wonder. So good work by him. Takes down Wonder on the respawn as well, but TEC have managed to get a point on the board. Currently 2-1 to them.
Yep, so Lewis is the man on your screen as he picks up a kill there onto Robs. It's 2-1, so that point was initially traded. So we did see Enduro manage to get one on the board straight away. It was Moose who actually managed to capitalise on the situation and bring it back. So Lewis is going to spot a player there. Does manage to take them down. That's 3 momentarily down for TEC. Robs was the last one left alive. It looks like he could be meeting up with a player any second. Lewis here is going to take some shots. Going to regenerate some of his health, then try and put some shots down. Does back away from that. He is stunned though, so now he's in a tricky situation. Going to try and counteract that by throwing a stun of his own, but didn't look like that worked, or maybe that was a smoke grenade which he threw over the top. Does make his way through. He's managed to escape the situation. Not going to work overall though, as Robs does take him out. So down to Jacko, 42 seconds left, and this has been a very, very, very slow half of Blitz here. It's 2-1 the score. Not really too much going on overall, but Jacko's lagging like absolute crazy on my screen. I'm not sure if that's just me or whether
he's jumping about a lot, which is obviously not helping him, but it's not making it very easy for TEC to kill him. Rob's coming in there with 2 kills of his own, though. It does look as if TEC are not going to get one on the board as Enduro is there defending. Currently the lead is in the hands of TEC, but only by 1, so this could go right down the wire once again. On board with Realize at the moment in the middle of the map, just trying to hold it down. Needs to look for a couple of kills, as it is not impossible for Orbit to get a point on the board at the moment, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. That's going to be 2-1 going into the second half to TEC.
Yep, 2-1 it is, and still very, very, very close between these two teams. You can barely kind of take them away from each other on the respawn game modes in some way. We saw the guys from TEC taking the first domination game in quite convincing style, and then Orbit taking the second domination game in very, very convincing style. And apparently Enduro put in the chat that that's the first ever time that he's got over 100 points on one side of domination on the map Sovereign. So interesting fact for you all at home. And then TEC, of course, have taken both of the Search and Destroy, so that's their strong point so far. But Wanda's going to be the man on my screen. He's pushing aggressively towards the bottom of the shop at the second. I believe that's a Vector that he's got in hand at the second. Yeah, it looks like it is. He is going to find Enduro there. He's going to push through. No, he does get taken down. So over the Moose is doing some defensive work. He's going to meet a player in the base. Missing some shots though, although Robs just comes in. Last second defensive work. So we'll switch on board with him as he does take out Lewis. Great work from Robs, and this has been another thing, you know, again, you would expect Robs to be doing that sneaky work, trying to go around the back, getting as many captures as possible, and he hasn't got a single one yet. TEC still with the lead though, and with 4 minutes 11 seconds left on the clock, still the score is 2-1.
Oh, he's just about going to get the point on the board there. Good work by Robs just to run it there. Good. Well, he was a little bit sneaky, just trying to take his time. Did very well and managed to get the point on the board. Rob's now going to try and push forward. Does get taken down straight away by Jacko. Moose trying to answer the fact that Orbit have made another point on the board, so that's going to be 3-2 now. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Moose on the attack here, looking for the kill. Is it going to happen? Yeah, some support from his teammate coming up behind him. He's just trying to waste some time. Oh, he eventually gets a point. He does actually get taken out by Jay, but did actually manage to get another point. So 4-2 there. On board with Enduro now, doing some attacking work. Now he's actually managed to set himself up here, so he's in a good position. His teammate can really just rally on here. And he just needs to hold it down a little bit better than that. Realize does take him up, but now 5-4. And can Orbit defend to keep it there? 1-0, only a 1-0 deficit, but there you go. That's going to be 6-4. TEC doing good work to answer back. And lots of relays from both teams here, just trading it off. And TEC are going to be the ones that come away with the advantage.
Yep, they are indeed. So we saw at the start of the second half that there was a 1 point difference. Now with 3 minutes left in the second half, there is a 3 point difference. As soon as I do say that, as another point is scored. But I'm actually on board with Lewis at the second. He's going to be working his way around the back. Going to find two there. He does manage to take out two, but off the respawn, Robs manages to take him down. So we've got to switch over to Jake for the second. It doesn't look like Jake's going to meet up with anybody right now. But he's in, of course, in that typical kind of spot for the defensive role with the Remington here, right up in top broken. You get such a great kind of peek over pretty much the entirety of the map, so you can kind of see that position if you are new to Blitz and you want somewhere to defend from. This is always going to be a strong point, as he does manage to put some shots down, isn't able to pick up the kill though, and of course they now are aware that he is there. So let's switch on board with somebody who's in a more of an attacking position, which is going to be Jacko, as he picks up a kill there in the top of the White House, I believe it's called. I think that's the proper call out for it, but again, I don't play this game as much as I maybe should, so I can't remember it, but it is actually 8-5, so it's a 3 point difference still. And TEC, I have to say, Tony, they are looking so much more stronger on Blitz than we saw in the first game of Blitz Octane. Yeah,
they're just rotating at the right times and making the right kills. I think played it very, very well. Jay coming in with a 2-piece in the middle of the map, though. He needs to really push forward and influence this a little bit more with 2 minutes remaining. 3 points on the board. It's, well, 2 points now that they have to make up. Jake's in a good position here. If he can do some work, he needs to not be so aggressive. He has actually managed to stay alive. Oh my god, Jake coming in with a kill, and to realize that he's going to get the point as well. That's going to be 8-7 now. And great work by Jake. 4 score streak for him. So good work by Jake.
Yep, indeed. And Jacko's actually just about to pick up another kill, and he did take out Robs there, but Wanda took him out straight away. So all 4 down for TEC, though, it seems, though. With 1 minute 28 seconds left on the clock, it is
not
all
again.
even. I know, I can't believe it. If this happens again, I'm literally just going to cry. I'm going to ring them all up and just say, please, can one of you just win? I will pay one of you. Just, no, I'm not going to ask for any match fixings. But as soon as I say that, Orbit have taken it. For the first time in the game, they've taken the lead. They've not looked as strong on Blitz so far as we thought they may do. And the person on my screen at the second is going to be Moose, having to do some defensive work. And with 1 minute left on the clock, they've managed to get 5 points in a row here. Not what we expected. As soon as we say that TEC are playing a lot better, they seem to have choked. They were 8-5 up. Now it's 10-8 in favour of Orbit, and TEC have got all the work to do as Jake just slams a knife into Moose's face.
Right in the face. On board with Jake in the moment, holding down this left hand side. Orbit get another one on the board. TEC, what are you doing? Realize coming in there with a kill as well, but it's not looking great for them as Orbit on the aggressor once again. Jacko gonna look for another point for his team here. He's got 1, it's 2 in front of him. It does get taken out eventually. Moose, not much he can do here really, and it's about to become impossible in 5 seconds time. Game goes to Orbit. I mean, that's going to be 3-3 now. I think we're destined to never leave our houses and continue to commentate this game for the rest of our lives. But I'm with Moose, going to try and get a point on the board, but it is irrelevant right now, as they're not going to be able to make it. That's going to be 3-3 now, and that's a big throw from TEC for me.
Yeah, that is indeed, and especially with the domination coming up next, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the series. But there you go, 12-10 is your final score. Really not quite sure what happened in the end there for TEC. They looked so strong coming into the last 2 minutes or so, and then Orbit just suddenly went, oh, no, we want to win this game, picked up their game. As you saw, game finishes 12-10, so we will not be replaying this, which in some ways is good, but the series is 3-3. So close between these two squads. It looks like we definitely could be going to the 9th and final map. We will have to see though. So guys, we'll be heading to domination after this, just changing up hosts. Hopefully I will be able to connect to the game. If not, unfortunately Tony will have to solo cast, but we will talk to you about that a bit later on. So anyway, we're going to go to a quick advert break just while things get changed up. We will be right back with you after the break.